Hi everybody, welcome back to Carmen's DIY Garage. Today's video I hope will be something that's really helpful for a lot of people that might be struggling with their air conditioning or heat or defrost on their Jeep TJ. And before we get into that, let me just ask that if you like the content that you're seeing on my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you like the video, this one, hit that thumbs up, and of course you can hit the notification bell to get notified when I upload new videos. So it's hard to believe that I've had this TJ for almost a year now, and from the day I bought it, one thing that didn't work was the defrost. And I didn't really know why, and there were so many other things to work on with this Jeep that I didn't really put a whole lot of effort into it. I could get it to work sometimes, very rarely, if I put the fan on high, but I knew it was a blend door problem and not a hot or cold problem, but that's about as much as I went into it. A little bit of research said that blend doors, you really can't replace them. It's part of the AC box, and you have to at least take the AC box out, which means removing the heater core and the air conditioning lines and just a whole lot of work that I wasn't ready to do at the time. And so it's been about a year, and I thought, well, it's about time to try to dig into it a little bit and at least try to figure out what's going on. So the first thing I did was just turn on the Jeep to really listen to what the blend door actuators are doing when I cycle between air conditioning and floor and defrost to make sure they're all working. And then I also put some eyes on it. So I took the knee plate off of the Jeep so I can stick my camera in here. And as soon as I put my head in here, something didn't look quite right. So I spent nearly a year thinking that it would be a really long way to go to get this thing fixed because it was a blend door that was broken or something internal. And it turns out it's something associated with the actuator. But you can see from the video, the actuators work just fine. So there's a little part that goes between the actuator arm and the blend door itself. And I did some investigation to see if I could replace that. So it turns out that these linkages actually break quite frequently, and it has to do with the force that the actuator puts on the plastic, and the plastic breaks right here at the end. And what I was able to find out is that you can actually buy these and replace them, and they're pretty cheap parts, and I'll leave a link in the video description for the one that I bought. And here's the part number for the part that I bought, and you'll notice that it's called the lower, but it actually goes into an upper position on the AC box under the floor, so it gets really confusing. But the other one, the one that's actually called upper, is ends in .02 in the part number, I believe. It's actually not the same length, so you need to make sure that this length is the same on your replacement part, and that's how I know that I've got the right one. In order to get the new actuator to go into the hole and have enough space and clearance for the arm on the actuator linkage here, or whatever it's called, I think you actually need to remove the vacuum actuator. And the way you do that is you just grab onto these plastic parts, these tabs, and just pull out. And it's pretty tight, so it'll eventually just come free. Also, I have my camera in the area where the knee bracket is that blocks your knee from going into the steering column. I took that off, and I set my camera in there, and I'm looking at the screen on my phone to see what I'm doing, because it is really hard otherwise to get up under there. So filming this video is also serving the purpose of helping me actually do the task. But go ahead and pull this off and set it aside for a minute. You take it off, there's a little snap ring or a little ring clip that's holding this little tab onto the actuator arm, and you'll have to pull that free, work that free first, but don't lose it, because when you put the new one on, you have to go put that snap ring or that ring back on top of it. Okay, I found it was much easier to go ahead and put the lever into the hole first and push it all the way in, and then we'll attach the actuator arm next. Just like that. And then we can get it all lined up to put it back on its mount, just like that. Snap it in place, and that's it. And then we've got the little snap ring that goes up here just to hold it all together. Just like that. So the order of operations: take the actuator off, get the old part off, and if you got the other half stuck inside the blend door, that's going to be a little bit more work. A lot of people are putting screws into it to try to extract it, but you just basically pull it out. I didn't have to worry about that. Mine was already missing. Take the new part, line it up, and it'll only go in one way. Push it in until it kind of snaps in. Put the actuator arm back over this. Snap the actuator itself back onto the AC box, put the little clip on. And that's it, you're good to go. So let's give it a test. Okay, well, it's not really the success I'd hoped for. It works now, so if I put it in full defrost, it blows, definitely. But if I put it in just to the floor, it's still blowing out the defrost. So there's still something else going on with the blend doors that I don't really understand. So that's not really what I'm looking for. But at least the defrost is working, and we'll have to move on to the next project. So I did a little bit more investigation off camera. When I put it in just pointing to the floor, it blows a little bit out the defrost as well. When I put it at combination defrost and floor, it blows more out the defrost and then also out the floor like it should. I think that's right. And then full defrost, it goes full defrost like it should. So I'm wondering, maybe it's supposed to blow out the defrost even when you have it just pointed to the floor. Maybe that's by design. I'm not really sure. So if you know that one, drop something in the comments. I also checked all the actuators. They all move. None of the other ones are broken, so it's nothing like that. And like I said, I know that all the blend doors are working just because it's getting variable amount of air moving through the defrost. So not really sure what's going on there, but at least the defrost is working. So not that it really gets too bad in the winter here in Texas, but it's going to be working for the winter that's going to be coming up soon. Yeah, so hopefully this video is helpful. If you're looking to see what a problem might be, don't necessarily think you got to pull the AC box out and go that really expensive route. Could just be something associated with the blend door actuators or the linkage. So check that out first. If this video is helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, hit notifications, all that good stuff. If you want to help me out with some car part expenses, you can contribute through buymeacoffee.com. That's in the video description as well. And until the next project, because there's lots more coming, we'll see you then. Have a good one.